Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
Welcome to humanity. This is Hour 1.
Whatever it takes, we got to say whatever it takes is what it took.
This is Brock Lesnar, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Yo, hi, this is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen to Fight Net Radio.
Me, Harvey Oswald, what's your name? How am I supposed to know you?
This is Frank Shamrock. You're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Hi, this is Tia, the Knockout St. John. You're listening to Fight Net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
This is Chuck Jackson.
I am Stephen Bonner, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Dan Henderson, you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Everybody, welcome to Fight Net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a 1-hour television spectacular.
Hi, everybody. As you hear Andrew rumble around on his side. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Hunnish, Andrew Labouche, bringing you the wonderful world of boxing. 11 straight years of magical entertainment. And this week's show is brought to you by Christina Benavides. If you have an invitation to the wedding, turn it in. It's not an old joke yet, and it still amuses me.
She bought that lead. Did she get a hold of you and buy that time slot?
She bought that time slot. I'm just trying to buy my way back in.
Next week it might be your cut, right?
Oh, that's so great.
The deadline has passed, Lee.
Has the deadline passed?
No. I'm saying next week we might start announcing family names.
Oh, yeah. People who aren't coming. I completely agree. It's an open bar. We've talked about it on this show. Go back and listen to last week's episode. We talk about it's a great wedding. As weddings go, the only thing I'm disappointed about is the fact that you're not having a bachelor party.
Oh, will you stop?
I'd come up a day early for a bachelor party.
Bachelor days are long gone after 3 children, bro. That's it. That is it. Just get them married now. That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And be kind to all the people who play the role of fathers for granddads and uncles and moms and brothers and sisters. Everybody who has to do the father's role. Happy Father's Day to them. Andrew, what did you request for Father's Day?
Races. We're going to the horse races and then the fair.
Nice.
First the races. Yeah, at first they were going to leave me there by myself, but then the kids got all upset. Junior likes races.
That is way Father's Day if they're going to take you to the races and leave you there.
Oh, yeah, that's what the first plan was. No doubt.
What a good wife. She gets kudo points for that concept. Mine is leaving. She claims that I will not get a request to do anything for the entire day.
And we have one nephew, Lee. It's his first time gambling. Will be today on the ponies.
Is he 18?
He just turned 18, so
nice.
Now he's going to be picking his horses.
Now, is this the wrestling nephew?
Yes. Yeah, well, both of my nephews are. I got a bunch of wrestling. You're going to hear wrestling in my family, I don't know, probably the next 10 years.
Okay, so you got grapplers. You've got me, and I'm a grappler. Yeah, you're a punk-ass bitch who's just getting old. You're not going to the gym. You're not doing anything. You're just working on high cholesterol.
No, my kids will learn by example. There'll be a time when I'll have to turn the switch back on, right? Take them to the garage and show them what it's about. Oh, definitely, Lee. It's coming. I'm stalling. I'm stalling a little. I got time though.
Have you not seen that little kid on Facebook who's got all the boxing moves, like the 2-year-old?
That's all fine, but I'm not teaching them how to play patty cake. I'm teaching them how to fight. You got to teach them how to train.
You know what? I'm sure when Floyd was doing patty cake at 2 years old, he never thought that would apply to being the only guy never to get hit in boxing.
Floyd is from a bloodline of fighters, though. He's different. Certain guys, they have his father was a professional fighter who actually got high enough to face Sugar Ray Leonard, and his uncle was one of the best junior welterweights in the late 80s. He was actually rated number 1 in the world with the WBC belt before Chavez moves up to defeat him. He was actually rated over Meldrick Taylor at one point at junior middleweight. So Floyd comes from a strong bloodline. I think training was a little bit different before all the HBO cameras got involved, Lee. You know that 24/7 Floyd started? I think that's when they turned into a little bit more of a gimmick than actual training in front of the cameras. Meaning people, it wasn't patty cake 24 hours, right, Lee?
I got to be honest, all I'm thinking about are my ribs on the smoker, bro.
Sorry,
I faded completely out. Dude, how are you? Okay, for those listening, I got the perfect day, right? I got the TV, I got the smoker. I don't have any real parental duties for the day. I'm just saying, Andrew.
I got my ass kicked last week. I need to make a comeback this week. Lee, that Gronkowski horse, oh my God, are you serious right now?
I'm wondering how many minutes of this horse shit before people start hitting fast forward on us.
Why?
I mean, our loyal, shout outs
to... You need an update of what happened, right? You didn't watch the Triple Crown? You didn't watch...
No, and I was in Vegas too, right?
Millions of Americans watched this thing.
Wait, here's how much of a dipshit I was last week, right? So, for those of you who didn't listen to last week's show, because the numbers were down on last week's show, I went to Canelo Horn, right? That was last week, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not losing my mind, right? Same day as the Triple Crown.
Yes,
I
sir.
literally walked around watching people look at the TV going, looks like there's a horse race.
Hey, Lee, one horse made $75 million. I think people are watching, bro.
No. I'm sure of that. And by the way, shout outs to Paul and Marcin and the Russian dude who listens to us and the Polish, not a joke, the Polish boxing group that follows us.
Not a shout out to Rob Gronkowski's horse, though. Fuck that horse, Lee.
I'm shouting out to our listeners. Josel and Javier.
That horse.
Wow. Josel and Javier.
Ugh.
Ruben, Marcin. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Paul, of course. Paul is our personal...
You know them all by name right off the top?
No, I'm scrolling through, but Paul's a personal stalker, and I mean that in a good way. Paul's on everything. Paul will like stuff you do, and Paul will like stuff on my regular timeline. Paul follows us. He's and by the way, he had sent me a message. Yes, Paul, you should come to Vegas and let us buy you drinks. Watching a fight with me and Andrew is a freaking party. We are all kinds of fun at a boxing event. Just saying.
Unless it's a PBC event like last night, Lee.
What a segue, Andrew. Big segue. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, here's how the show works. I'm hoping that whatever we did for the first 10 minutes of this show threw you off the scent and you're no longer listening. To you, I say, fuck y'all, don't listen anyway. For the regulars who made it past the first 5 minutes and the gatekeeper, maybe somebody new onto the show, Andrew. Let me explain. Andrew is what we call a journalist, or at least he likes to believe he's a journalist. He's a former amateur boxer, so he knows about the sport. He's actually done it. He's been put through the grind. He has starved himself. He has actually
I tried to beat Chavez, Lee. I went in the ring every time thinking I was going to be Julio Cesar Chavez
with that
Sr.
big puffy headgear on? How can you beat Chavez with that big
I even had the Mexican flag on my headgear. Oh, it was all the way, bro. All the way. Bought at the flea market. You know that one your mom buys at the Just getting your ass kicked.
How did your mom let you do that stuff?
Oh, because it was fun. Keeps you disciplined. I used to run to the gym. Freeze your water every day. Right? I was doing 3 miles up a canal at a young age. Kept me in shape. right?
Until he got old enough and went, hey, fuck this shit.
Until I started blocking my mom's punches. That's what she got mad. Bah, bah, bah. I'm knocking them down like, Mom, stop.
You realize we're officially from a generation where kids don't get beat? Okay, so it's Father's Day, so I got to say this.
Watch this. Watch this. She throws a right, left, catch them both. Like, Mom, stop. She kicks me. Bam, down I go. She's badass. Lee, you gotta watch it.
So think about this, Andrew. We're officially in a generation of kids whose parents don't beat them anymore.
Yeah.
You say that like you're still prepared to take your kids out.
I got 2 boys. I will pepper their butts. They don't listen to me.
No, you have to let your wife do it, okay?
No. The wife takes care of Isa. I don't touch my daughter anymore. She's 14. That's not.
Oh, that's child abuse.
Yeah, I haven't touched her in years. That's Christina's handling. You know what I'm saying? My boys, they will fear me for their life. You understand that? So
they're not coming home with Raider tattoos on their neck.
No, sir. I'm hoping not. You know what I mean? By example, Lee, do I have tattoos on my neck?
No, you're smart. You keep them hidden.
That's right.
And there's a segue. By the way, for anybody listening, there's a segue about tattoos going into last night's fights.
Yes.
Certainly need to have a discussion about that second fight and I can only guess the dude was special needs and that his kids were special. The tattooed faces on his body. Did you notice that the one eye was like lower than the other? It looked like his kid had Down syndrome, and he tattooed the face of his Down syndrome kid. I'm going to take a lot of hate for this one.
It might be true. That's what's wrong with what you're saying right now, right?
Right? I wanted to hear an interview with him, by the way, to see if he wasn't like mentally slow.
You're hoping it's just a bad art job.
I am so bad.
On Father's Day. Let's just chop them down. Why not?
So, for everybody listening, that's Andrew's role. My role, as you've already learned, is I'm here for entertainment because boxing is mostly boring. I'm going to say that again. Boxing, 8 out of 10 times, is pretty fucked up and pretty boring. I'm here to make it entertaining.
Lee, without you this morning, this show would be very
boring. I can't wait to talk about last night's fight card.
I know.
I'm physically excited, and I'm sure that Andrew saw my text of, why didn't you warn me about this shit boxing card?
I was asleep.
Oh, my God, that's so great. I bet when you saw that, you just actually smiled to yourself going, yep, bet he hated every minute of it.
He's going to eat it alive. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. All right, so we'll talk about it. The PBC was on Showtime last night. This is a recap of boxing from last night. We will start off with Granados-Fortuna. Where do I even begin on this fight for those of you who did not see it? Let's talk about the actual result. The fight was stopped at 2 minutes and 50 seconds of the 4th round and ruled a no contest. And you're probably saying to yourself, Lee, I don't watch the PBC because it's shit boxing. And you know what I say to that? You're right. You shouldn't. But let me tell you what you missed. Okay? This dude named Fortuna fought a dude named Granados. Granados was literally 2 human beings larger than Fortuna. That's not even a joke. He's a literal foot taller who fights at 2 weight classes above and has the magical ability to cut weight to be in this weight class, which is shocking. Okay? How did Granados make 140 pounds? He's literally like a middleweight. That's a big dude. I
didn't see that much of a size difference, Lee. And you know what? Even if there was, you got to put in there.
He made the weight.
He's 18, 6, and 2.
Right.
So he's Lee. He's lost his last 2 fights. He shouldn't even be on TV.
Wait. Okay. But we're gonna get to the entertainment of this fight in a minute.
Right.
Because I literally watched the first round and I watched the beating in the second round and went, oh, this sucks. And I hit fast forward, and literally I saw a frame of somebody with a stretcher and a neck brace, and I went, uh-oh. So I rewound it to round 4 and started it from the beginning. So let's pick it up with round 4, shall we, Andrew?
Yeah.
Where Fortuna was getting his shit handed to him. For those of you who don't know, Fortuna is the shorter of the 2. He started to hold and started to hit Granados in the back of the head. He had points taken away for blows to the back of the head that weren't just blatant. He literally hammer-fisted the dude to the back of the head while he was holding him.